Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be not opening something brand new. Shocker! I've had enough of that. I do have some new stuff coming. I was very lucky to be able to get the Tati Beauty palette. Oh, who knows when that's actually going to get here, but my plan is that palette, also the Conspiracy palette, the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collab, and then I'm gonna for a while because I got plenty. So the idea behind this is that I'm going to go through the palettes that I have on my vanity, the ones that I reach for the most, and we're just going to kind of go through them a little bit, some not for as long because I just did a video on them and talked about them. Because I want to talk about these things, and then once I get those other two palettes, I mean, maybe even before, if it takes longer to get them, I don't know when they're going to get here. The next couple weeks, what I want to do is I want to do a purge video where I will purge some things from here, or maybe move them down into my drawer and really purge things out of my drawer to make room for new things, because I'm really going to have to rearrange what I have up here, because I have a feeling that these new ones coming in, they're going to need room. I have new ones that I've bought that need room. They're just kind of sitting here. So the idea behind this is a way for me to kind of talk about these things, kind of get them in my mind, figure out what I'm going to pass on to other people. So I'm just going to stick with eyeshadow palettes, not singles, quads. I mean, I guess I don't really have any quads, but I have a few singles, no highlighters. I do have a highlighter palettes, which isn't with my palettes, or two, so I'm gonna stick with just palettes. I am thinking about later on doing maybe a little bit of a get it ready with me and just using the things that I use for my face when I do makeup. As you can see, I already have makeup on. I am going to be going out later tonight. So what I did was I actually used the Kathleen Light So Jaded palette, which I have used 3 or 4 times since I got it, and I absolutely love it. I've loved every single thing I've ever done with it. What was is that Kathleen actually put out a video the other day, and she did 2 tutorials. She's done another video like that. I believe it was 3 in that first video, and she's encouraging everybody to try it, and I really haven't followed a tutorial in a very long time. I usually just, when I get something, I just kind of do something that works for me, because I feel like I can think of the things on my own. But I was like, I haven't followed a tutorial in a while, and one of the looks that she did was really pretty, and it's kind of what I've been wanting to get. Please excuse our children here in my house. They're fine. They're being taken care of, no worries. But I really wanted something that looked really natural and glamorous, that wasn't super colorful. And that is what this look is. So I'm very excited about it. I followed the entire thing. I watched the video as I was doing it, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. I even took a picture for my Instagram because I was like, wow, I really like it a lot. I like her. So I have a feeling I will be doing this look again. So, game plan. Talk about palettes, not for too long on each one. I do have some makeup wipes in case I want to swatch anything if I'm thinking I'm not sure, because there are some things here that I haven't touched in a while. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, just checking with my nephew. He's just singing. He's just having fun. He's singing. So let's roll through here. I'm going to start with palettes that I have by the company, and then I'll go to the individual ones. So I'm going to start with ColourPop, because that's one that I have the most of right now. So I'm going to pull over my ColourPop palette. I try to keep them all together. And then this one. Okay, so let's start with my star right now. My star of my life right now is the Kathleen Light So Jaded palette. I absolutely love this. So I remember when I saw the video, I was just like, wow. I just loved the colors. I love the concept and the quality. Everything is performed so nicely. Even looks that I've done on my own. This one that she showed everybody. So I'll show you the colors that I used today. The main color that was used a lot today is the Rose Quartz. A little bit of the diamond, a little bit of pearl for the inner highlight. A little bit of, where was it? Oh, this one on the bottom, Rose Quartz. That's what's all over the lid, and then there's a little bit of diamond like in the middle. It's very great. I'd recommend going to watch that video, and it's look number 1 of her most recent video of her palette. I highly recommend this palette. It's worth every penny. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, this is definitely staying. There's no doubt in my mind that that will be staying. So we got to make sure she has room. Okay, next we'll go to the bigger ones, which are the Disney palettes. Now, if you saw my video on these palettes, so I'm not going to talk about these too long. Definitely this one. I haven't used this one yet. Definitely plan to. This one I have used before, and like I said in my video, I haven't loved what I've gotten from it, but I think I will keep it so I can try again. But I have a feeling this might be one that if I just don't have room, this might move to the drawer, or maybe I'll just gift it to somebody before I use it too much. But definitely, I'm a little more excited to use this one than I have been trying to pick this one back up again. But it's very pretty. This one's more shimmery. This one has a lot more mattes to it. So this is a little more versatile in my opinion. So these two right there. Now we'll get to the smaller ColourPop palettes. So, as I've said over and over and over again, I love the Zodiac palette, which is Kathleen Lights, and the Dream Street Kathleen Lights. I use this one for New Year's Eve. I've used this one for many different occasions. This one's probably the one, if I'm just taking something with me to use, like if I'm going out of town, that I know I can do a lot of like natural things with this, or kind of like lamp it up. If you haven't looked at this one, it's got a lot of pretty fun colors in it. But probably out of the three of hers, this one I use the bolder colors the least. This one I've used the neutral colors and the bold colors, you know, quite a bit. I haven't really used those blues yet. I'm always a little afraid of blues, which that is funny with one of the palettes I'm about to talk about. So we'll get there in a second. So these palettes, amazing. Love them. You're great. Then another ColourPop palette I have, okay, just let it follow her. The ColourPop palette I have is the Sweet Talk palette. I used this for my birthday. Right before then, it's so pretty. Of course, I was tempted when the Baby Got Peach palette came out, but I was like, you have this one. You have this one, you really like it. It's very pinky, but it's got some really, really great colors in there. Love this one. This one stays. I want to use it more. Okay. And then, probably the ColourPop, there are two that I've used the least. This is one that I got in a BoxyCharm. It's mainly purples. It has a little bit of pink to it. I did use it once after I did it, but I just didn't, it doesn't really inspire me. So I have a feeling this one's going to move down, but I will save that for that video. But I have a feeling this one's going to find a new home sooner rather than later. So then, this one, we know I love this one. I had a really fun time making that video. I'm really excited to have like a fun, like glammy night out and really have fun with some of these colors. It's a lot of fun. So this one is definitely going to stay. Now, I did pick up this one. I swatched it when I first got it, but I have not used it yet. So I'm thinking maybe for a video, we'll use it. So you can see this one got dug into a little bit. Look, I'm everywhere. How terrifying. So this one I need to make more of an effort to try before I move it down. That's kind of my rule too, is that I never want anything here to never have been used and then move down. Like, because then that's just makes me feel awful. Then that's a total waste of money. I didn't even try it. And I'm just like, why did I use it? So this one I need to try again. So just how I arrange these things, I might try and like, I don't know. We'll figure that out. We're just talking about the palettes right now, right? That's the point. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay, so the next group would be Tarte. I do have more than one Tarte palette. So the Tarte palettes started when I received this one. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it was the reason why I started BoxyCharm, because I saw this palette and I was like, wow, I'd never had a Tarte palette before. And I was like, I could get a Tarte palette and a bunch of other products for $21. Yes, so that's why I started that. So I really like this palette. I have taken this on trips. I've used it in everyday life. It's really, really great. I've always had good looks with this. I don't pull it out for those, more for traveling. I know that it will perform well. But I haven't been taking it as much as I used to because I have other things that I do love. So, but I have, this is going to say just because I do know that I love it. Another one of these from another BoxyCharm. They obviously have a deal with these palettes, which is fine. There's this one. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. So I have 2, 3. This one is very shimmery, which is my only thing about it, is that you can't really do a full look with it. So this one I have not used very much. And then the last one that the third of these is the, does it say? It doesn't say it's a rainforest one, but I definitely got it from there. So whatever. So there's this one. This one I definitely would be more likely to use, but it's very neutral. There's nothing really that exciting about it. I'd rather use, if you think about what was that one to this one, I would rather use this one. So I have a feeling these are probably going to move on, at least down to the drawer, maybe like this one down to the drawer, or this one to the drawer, this one to go. I don't know. We'll get to that when we get to that, but those are the ones I have. And then I also bought this big kahuna crazy thing. Oh, and I have another one. Whoops, I almost forgot about one. It's the High Tides and Good Vibes. This one, like the Blue Moon, I swatched it and then I haven't used it. I think, or no, I did play around with it one time. Just what I was trying to do, it just wasn't working. So I feel like I need to like look up some videos, see if I can find some people who are doing actual looks and like follow along, just because. But I mean, it's so freaking gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Oh, there's my, it's what's right there. So it's so pretty. It's gorgeous. It has these beautiful glitters, and again with the blue and the teal, and it's very much my vibe. But I just haven't used it. I think because that one time when I was playing around with it and it didn't really go very well, I kind of got a little discouraged. So, but I need to try it because again, she cost me money. It's a big palette. I don't want to just move it downstairs into the drawer. Last Tarte. Pardon me. Yeah, I have the shell. I have the clamshell. What is this called? The Be a Mermaid and Make Waves. Now, I have used this a few times. I do like it. I haven't used it in a while. It just kind of sits here and looks cute because it's a shell. But those are all the colors. And I really mainly used these moments up here rather than down here. But I have used this over the top before. That's the bubbles because it has a little bit of the blue. I have done that like kind of like in the center to do a little shine. So I have a feeling the two round ones are going to move on. And then these ones. The problem is that this one, it doesn't really fit into the palette organizer that I have. So it just kind of sits here and it's cute. But you know. Oh, I just realized I'm using one thing to... Okay. Sorry. I just had a side thought. I'll figure it out. So that's kind of it for the... Everything else I'm pretty sure is just individual. Yeah. Okay. So now we'll go to the... Or no, I do have two of these from this brand. So I do have both of the Laura Lee palettes that came out. I think it was 2017 that they both came out. So I have the Cat's Pajamas. So pretty. And if you don't remember, this is the inside. It's so cute. And those are the shades. And here's the thing about this is that I remember when I was using it, when I used to go out, that I really liked how my eyes looked. I went to see Britney Spears was in town this past summer, and I was like, you know what? I haven't used this palette in a while. It'd probably been months since I had used it, and I decided to take it, and I used it for my eyes, and it looked great. And I was like, wow, I need to use this more. And then it went back in here, and I haven't used it since. And it's a really good palette, so this one, I definitely need to make more of an effort. She deserves it. It's good. I just really, whenever I've used it, I really like how my eyes look. I've never been like, ooh, scared. I do also have her Nudie Patootie palette. So she look. It's much bigger. It's much bigger. And same thing. When I used it, I really did like it. But there are some shades in here that, I mean, I do have dupes for them. But I did remember I really liked the pressed glitters in here. And again, this is just kind of one that it just kind of got pushed into the back. And it's unfortunate because, like I'm saying, I really like them. So I do want to make more of an effort with these and like just play with them again. Just something kind of reawaken my love because I do like them. I do like that. My opinion. Just my opinion. And I think just with how my organizer is, sometimes it gets a little bit lost. So then the other brand that I actually have two things of, they're not both eyeshadow palettes, but it's a highlighter palette and an eyeshadow palette, is the, yes, I had a gift card and I have like a coupon, so this $125 palette was not $125 for me. I think I paid a little more than half. It's still a lot for an eyeshadow palette, but I swear to you, I have the Mothership 1 Subliminal. I swear to you, it's so nice. It's so gorgeous. Gorgeous. You pull it out, and then you take it out. There's a little card in there with all the shades. And then, oh my gosh. This back is gold and reflective. Then you prop her open, and it's so heavy and so pretty. I remember I used this, I think I got it for New Year's Eve. And I used the browns, and then I used this white, but it has a blue shift to it. Right, oh my gosh. One of the prettiest looks I've ever had. I think just the reason why I don't use it very much is because I know it's so expensive and I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. But I've used it 3 or 4 times, usually just for very special occasions. And it performs so well. So now, unfortunately, that makes me want another one. Which I don't need to do. I don't need to, but they perform so well and they're so pretty. So that's where I am. Then I also got her highlighter palette. I think this was $50. There it is. I've used these two the most. This one has a pink. This is really light with a pink shift. This is really light with a gold shift. And this one's very, very gold. I've used this like on my eyes because it's definitely too dark even as a highlight for me, unless it's like it was like Halloween, which is this week. It's just coming Thursday. So that could work for it, but you know, every day that's more like the topper for me. But that's what I have at Pat McGrath, and brilliant. It's, I mean, there's a reason why it costs that much money. Excuse me 1 second. It's very difficult filming a video when you've got children in your house. Apologies. Hopefully this is the last pause. Okay, so now we're going to palettes that I only have one of that brand. So let me pull those out. Oh, this one. Is that it? Is there anything behind there? No. Okay, there's a few more to go. So we'll start with the Huda Nude, which I have mentioned that I have before. Now this one, I definitely need to use this more. It's so pretty. I kept the little card thing on there. It's so pretty. It's so very much up my alley, and all those beautiful glitters and shimmers. So fun. I think I've used it twice, and I did like the outcome. I didn't love it. It was a little, in my opinion, again, maybe it was just me, my skill, found it a little bit difficult to work with. But again, I think that's just me, and I just need to practice with it more. Definitely don't want to be, I'm not in the mindset that that's going to be going anywhere. I have the Anastasia Norvina palette. Oh, well, technically this should have been, because that's Anastasia too. Huh? So prepared. We'll do those together then. Right. It's like it never happened. So I have the Anastasia Norvina. If you haven't seen it before, there it is. Or here. That thing. There it is. It comes with a brush that literally just fell in my lap. It's very, very pretty. I got it because I really liked the pastel purple and the pink Wild Child. This one, again, it's like the Huda. Used it 2, maybe 3 times for this one. I really liked it. Nothing that I'm, as I've said, that Kathleen Lights palette, I'm just like absolutely in love with it because it just like blew my mind the first time I used it. So I really like this one. Definitely would be keeping this one. This is Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette. This is my big highlight palette. It's the only highlight palette I had until I got the Pat McGrath one. Now, the inside of this looks a little crazy because, well, here, I'll just show it to you. So here it is. This looks a little crazy. Sorry. This shade, this is the Daydream. And what happened is that I opened it one time and it was cracked and some of it's coming out. So I used a little bit of my mousse stuff to set it, and I just did it wrong. I did the second, I just did it wrong. My bad. So all the shades, it's the one that I use the least. So all the other ones that I do use, probably use this one the least, and then this one next least, then this one, and then these three were like my favorite ones. So I still really use it. Actually, I used Forever Young as my highlight today. It looks so nice. As I said before, the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter is my favorite one. So that one and this one were kind of the only ones that I had for a bit. I had a Becca one that I did just gave out in a purge like a month or two ago, but I just didn't really use it because that one and this was all I needed. So this is definitely not going anywhere until they all start cracking. This is staying with me. Really like that one. Okay, and then next, oh, string on my sweater. Next we'll do, this is the one I just got in that BoxyCharm, and I did really like it. I used it within that a week, and when I did, I used it on the weekend, and I did really like it. This was the kind of look that I was going with. This doesn't have any shimmers in it. It's all mattes. But this is the kind of look that like I'm looking to do, and I could definitely get a similar look with this, but it was very intense, so I had to really like blend some stuff out because I was like, oh, I put too much on. So I need to work with this one, but I do enjoy it, so I don't have a feeling that one's going to stay. I got, this is a blush duo. This is the Jouer blush duo I just had here. I have used both of these once or twice, and I do really like it, but that's not eyeshadows. Whoops. I was like, did I have a Jouer eyeshadow? It must be if it's there. No. I just put it there. This is a little NARS. This is the Narcissist mini palette. It's very mini. It may be small, but she is mighty. This became my go-to easy to travel, but I have a really pretty look mini palette. So this kind of took place of the Tarte one because this is much easier to take around with me. It's very small. My only was that it was $25, and I thought that it was going to be more like this size when it said mini, but like this costs me $25. But it performs really well, so I do really like that. And my last palette, the last one on our little journey today, is this Violet Voss Essentials palette, which I got in my September BoxyCharm. I have not used it yet. I did put it here with the intention of using it, and it just hasn't happened yet. And I kind of had a feeling it was going to be like that. It had that shattered emerald color in there, which is not great. I could try and use my mousse repair thing. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know if I would actually use this. So I have a feeling this might graduate to the drawer. And unfortunately, this is one that it's just like, I just have really no interest to use it. Wah, wah. That's sad. So, is that all my palettes? Is that everything? That was everything. So, good job, me. Moving and grooving. So, I hope that was a fun little video. Talk about some palettes, kind of helped me think about some things. And in a couple weeks, I'll do a nice purge video. I have a bag that when things are going to be leaving my home, put them in a bag. I let my mom has first dibs, and then my friends, and then I just try and figure out who else can possibly take some stuff. Maybe get ready with me using products that I always use. I highly recommend looking up this look from Kathleen Light's channel. She's amazing, and she did another video where she had a bunch of looks, and yeah, it's really nice when a look comes together. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave me any comments down below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like. Let me know if there's anything particular that you would like to see, any questions, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you next time.